What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to stop. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation. I tried to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
All right, I'm coming. I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised when I end up with a longer intro, because this ain't cutting it. This 3-minute situation, yeah, it ain't working. So don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. All right. What do I need? Okay, I'm almost ready, y'all. I'm almost ready. Okay. All right, got that. Got that. Got my laptop. Did I clean this camera? Oh, what? Now I got to clean the camera. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. I shouldn't have this many things to do. Lord, I'm coming. Ah, Jesus. All right. All right, let me give me something to drink. I think we'll go with the ginger ale today. All right. Thank God I already had this bottle of ginger ale right here. All right. Turn on the lights. Bam. Lights. Camera. Action. We're here, y'all. We're here, y'all. What's going on? What is up? Hey, Tracy W. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Hey, everybody. What is going on? It's good to be here. It is good to be here with y'all today. We got some things that we need to unpack in the dossier today. The dossier is a little lengthy. It was so lengthy I had to not put as many um, sugar spike moments in it. So we'll try to get through everything today. Let me open up this good can of Canada Dry. Did I say can? I meant bottle. Mm. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. We are here. We are live. We about to go get ahead and get this party started. Go ahead and hit the like button. YouTube is not going to be friendly to us today with the notifications because I set the live like literally like 10 minutes ago. I literally set up the live like 10 minutes before we started. So YouTube is not going to be friendly to us with notifications. So if you could like the video, share it out, all of that good stuff. We'll go ahead and get this party started. Hey, Tracy W. Hey, Lemon Kush. Hey, Janae. What's going on? I'm sure some people will be in as notifications hopefully go out. They may not at all. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to start off with, let me get some bad news out of the way first. So it was reported yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or Tuesday. It might have been Tuesday. Um, or no, it was reported on Tuesday, but he died on Monday. So Andre Brower, um, who's famous for his acting on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he passed away on Monday at the age of 61. And certainly we are sending all of our thoughts, prayers, and condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. Um, so they're saying, you off for a month ish. I ain't mad at it. Baby, listen, I got 2 weeks off. I got the week of Christmas and the week of my birthday off. So I got those whole 2 weeks off. So when I leave work next Friday, it shall be finished. Hey, Montrez, boo, what's going on? Anyway, um, so he passed away. He was 61. Now, what's coming out is the fact that he was the cause of death. They say is complications from lung cancer. So he was battling lung cancer, and he passed away at the age of 61 because of lung cancer. Now, certainly, many of his friends and colleagues have already reached out and expressed their condolences and their sentiments on him and at his untimely death. We certainly, like I said, send prayers to the family and uplift them, family and friends and loved ones, and uplift them at this time. You know, cancer ain't shit. Let's just put it out there. And so we certainly, I hope at some time in our lifetime we can get a cure for cancer out there, and so many of our loved ones won't have to succumb to that. So we salute him and his work. Um, but yeah, it's it's hard over there when you lose someone so abruptly. So we're praying for them out there. Let me get to one of our headliners now. Let's unpack one of our headliners now. Now, one of today's headliners, one of today's headliners is none other than Draymond Green. Now, Draymond Green is a headliner. Um, Hold on just a second. Um, So, um, now I'm trying to set up the StreamYard so I can get y'all this video so y'all can see the video. So, Draymond Green. Hey, Harold, what's going on, Harold? Tuesday, what's the day? Monday? On Tuesday, Draymond Green was in a game with the against the Phoenix Suns. He was in a game. Um, in the middle of the game, Yusuf Nurkic was in the game with him. Draymond was defending the ball. Draymond clocks dude, just clocks dude. Okay, and Draymond is a repeat offender. So Draymond, sorry, I forgot to press mute. So Draymond is, this is not new for him. Let me show y'all the hit itself, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let me show y'all the hit itself, and then we'll unpack it from there. All right, let's do it. Come on, computer. Come on, computer. We're rooting for you. All right, here we go. Here it is.
Oh, man.
Well, that's going to be a flagrant.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
now they're going to just try to decide if they think it was excessive. It's going to be at least a flagrant one, could be a 2.
Which would be an ejection. Boy, that is a swipe across the face.
I'm going to guess they're going to get him for a 2 on this one.
I think you're right, Coach. I think this may be the last of Draymond Green. We'll see.
Players under review for a potential flagrant foul.
All right, so that is the hit. That's the hit, okay? Keep that in mind. What's going on, Jason? So that's the hit that Draymond put on there. Everybody saw it. We all saw it. All right, that's the video. He did get ejected from the game. He did get a flagrant 2, got ejected from the game. So yesterday, Adam Silver, commissioner of the NBA, it came out that Draymond is suspended indefinitely, meaning there's no timeline for him to come back. Now, people are on two sides of the argument with this. Some people say, "Oh, that's too much." Some people say this should have been a long time ago. I say this should have happened a long time ago. Remember, earlier this year, Draymond choked out Rudy Gobert. He choked him out. Literally put him in a chokehold and choked this man out on the middle of the court. Also, don't forget. Oh, you need me to show? Hold on, because y'all think I'm making this stuff up. Hey, really, B, what's going on? Let me show you. So you saw the hit that Draymond did on Yusuf Nurkic, right? Let me remind y'all of what he did earlier this year to Rudy Gobert. Because y'all, this doesn't happen in a bubble. So this is Draymond earlier this year.
3. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then looking for.
Oh, come on, internet. The internet is always not letting me be great. Always not letting me be great. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this in order. Hold on, y'all.
Back 3.
All right, I think I got it now.
And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then looking for Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with
I don't think y'all can see it. Hold on. Internet just won't let us be great. I know what to do. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. I got you. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, y'all. We've been having real bad internet issues all week. It's even been affecting me on my work computer. So it may or may not act right because we've been having severe internet issues all week, y'all. Like real bad all week. I don't know what's going on. Comcast ain't shit. Hold on. Yeah, it's not gonna work with me. All right.
Back three. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. Draymond came in to defend Klay. This got out of hand very quickly. Look at Klay Thompson's jersey. It's ripped up. That's more than a scuffle. We're going to have to go to replay and look at all of this, but Klay Thompson's never been involved in anything like that. What was Jaden McDaniels doing? They were going at each other's heads. That was serious. I mean, as you said, Klay's going to need a whole new jersey. Klay is as mild-mannered a player as we've ever seen. They're just running down the floor, and they got tangled up. I want to see who initiated it first, though. Here's a look at it. So they're kind of coming together. Klay's boxing him out, puts his hand on his jersey. Jaden McDaniels puts his hand on his jersey. Now they're swinging each other around. Gobert gets in there. Draymond's got him in a headlock. There's a lot happening here. Well, there were no punches thrown, which is good. In the NBA, it doesn't matter even if you make contact. If you swing at somebody, you're gone. So look at him on the left side over here. Yeah, they just... Klay had his hand on him, trying to like box him out, and then they were swinging each other around. I mean, Warriors, it's clear they want to send a message that you're not going to bully us.
All right. So I wanted to show that real fast, so y'all had some context about Draymond and his history. Bro is out here just doing the most. Now, Rudy Gobert and Draymond Green wasn't even involved. Draymond, because Rudy Gobert was trying to, break it up or whatever, went over there and just choked the man out. Let's also not forget the whole situation where Draymond punched Jordan Poole in the face. Remember that? His own teammate punched him right in the face. Like, not even but so he's been doing it. Remember a couple years ago, he punched somebody in the balls. There was another time he kicked somebody in the balls. He's been out of order for many years now. Many years now. I said when he choked out Rudy Gobert, that should have been the indefinite suspension right here. But y'all keep playing with him. I'm gonna tell you why they play with him. I'm gonna tell you why they've allowed him to go this far. You know why they've allowed him to go this far? Because he's on the Golden State Warriors. I don't know what it is about the NBA and their freaking love fest with the Golden State Warriors, why they're always slurping from the ball sack of the Golden State Warriors. But they have this love affair with the Golden State Warriors, be it the Stephen Curry effect. I'm combining Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. Be it the Stephen Curry, so they love them some Stephen Curry and everything. And he's a great player, and they should. But there's this slurpage of the Golden State Warriors, and so Draymond has benefited from this year after year. He's been allowed to just be out here, just out of control, just completely out of order. He done got suspended. People all in their feelings said, "Oh, he shouldn't have got that many. They shouldn't do him like that." Hell, they suspended John Morant indefinitely for having his own licensed gun in his own car and showing it in the video. Not for shooting the gun, not for pointing it at anybody, but simply holding his gun while singing a rap video in his own car that he owned, and he got indefinite suspension for that. Remember that? You remember that, right? But you got somebody that is wholeheartedly, full-throatedly assaulting people with reckless abandon, and he ain't supposed to get nothing, right? Until somebody, gets hurt, irreparably. Hey, Yana, what's good, my love? I don't feel bad for Draymond. Let his ass sit out for the rest of the season. Matter of fact, if you really want to put some teeth on it, make him sit out the rest of the season and add to that he can't get his salary. See, that's how you really get to take his salary from him in addition to this indefinite suspension, and then you'll be in a good place. What's going on, Miss Bay Thing? How you been? It's good to see you. So I don't feel bad for Draymond. Let his ass sit out forever. I don't really care. I do not care. Don't. And there's a whole lot of people out there caping for him, windmilling for Draymond. Draymond don't give a shit. Draymond has made tens of millions of dollars in the NBA doing all of this stuff and more. I don't feel bad for him. Not at all. I'm just saying. Anyway, from one horrible person to another horrible person, Meghan McCain is another one of our headliners today. We're gonna knock out two headliners. We're gonna knock out two headliners right up front. So Meghan McCain is in the news. Y'all know that's really B's favorite person in the world. I'm joking. Really B can't stand Meghan McCain. Like, you know how I can't stand certain people and I have a real hatred and disdain for them. That's how really B feels about Meghan McCain. I don't even think anger management is gonna help him at this point. He is who he is, and I don't see him changing. Now, I don't see anger management changing him. Now, I feel like if y'all take some money out his pockets, take away some of them good coins, tell him, "Oh, you're suspended without pay," then you might get some change out of him. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me read this to y'all real fast. Really B is going to lose her mind, even me talking about Meghan McCain. But because she can't stand her. But let me read this to you. Meghan McCain is furious that her former The View co-hosts implied on Thursday's show, that's today's show, that she has unlawfully used her famous last name for professional or financial gain. Where's the lie? I don't know if I would add the unlawfully part to it, but we know full well that she's used her last name for professional and financial gain. Now, whether it was unlawful, I don't know. But has she done it? Here's what she said, quote, "I don't understand why my former colleagues at The View bring me up and slander me on an almost weekly basis," end quote. And that's what she posted on her X account today. She went on to say, "It has been years. Move on. I have." Was she fired or did she quit? I think she quit. Or she said she quit before they fired her. You know how people do. They know they about to get fired and they quit all of a sudden. Oh, I'm with you, Harold. If not for her daddy, if not for her pappy, wouldn't nobody. She's not easy on the eyes. She's not intellectual. She has nothing to say that adds to any conversation. There's no reason for anyone to check for her at all. She's the ugly little girl that probably see. I could see her, at her back in college. She was probably in like one of the, they have the three-letter sorority, white sororities, and the two-letter white sororities, like Delta Zeta or Kappa Gamma or Delta Gamma. You know what I'm saying? One of the little ugly girl sororities, or even for the ugly girl sorority, she was even ugly to them, honey. And baby, I could see her, doing everything she could, try to be popular, use the name of everybody to try and get into places, and people still weren't checking for her. And then she had to remind people, oh, my dad is John McCain. Girl, nobody wants any parts of you, okay? Let me keep reading. Megan then defended herself against a remark that Anna Navarro made during a segment on Hunter Biden's federal tax case and how it has impacted his father, President Joe Biden. The CNN commentator said on the live that Hunter is not the only person in Washington to influence pedal on his last name. People sitting at this table did it. End quote. And that's what Anna Navarro said. Child, she wasn't lying. When her co-host Alyssa Farr Griffin pushed back, who at this table did it? Navarro clarified, I'm not talking about currently, insinuating she was talking about Megan McCain. Oh, we knew who you were talking about. I don't know why Alyssa acting stupid like we don't know who she was talking about. Everybody knew who she was talking about. Girl. Griffin then added, we just wanted to clear our names. Oh my God, do I have a claim to fame that I'm not using? That's what Alyssa said, trying to be funny. Girl, you ain't funny. Child. Megan then wrote on Twitter, I have never been accused of a crime in my life and am a patriotic American. I would never and have never peddled in my life, let alone with foreign adversaries. Not all politicians' children are the same, and I am no Hunter Biden. End quote. Child, Mama thought she was doing her big one. Hey, 31, lovely 31 blueprint. The two-letter white girl sororities are usually the pageant girl, and I know she didn't fit them like that. Child, girl. They said the pretty girls was in Tri Delta. That was the pretty girls. Tri Delta. Child. A mess. Just a mess. Now, there used to be a rumor that the founders of AKA were influenced by the two-letter sorority Delta Zeta. But that would go down a lot of history and a lot of, allegations. But that's one of the rumors, that the founders of AKA were influenced by Delta Zeta and had some help with what they were doing from some sorority members at Delta Zeta. I'm just telling you what was told to me. I don't know. Where's Quintessential when I need us? When I need her? She just as bad. Back to the child. You've been having a lot of meetings lately, Tracy. They've been having you working like a Hebrew slave over there. Girl. Y'all don't, I don't watch The View to even know these ladies, okay? So I know who Anna Navarro is, but I don't know Alyssa. I don't know the Alyssa chick. Anyway, Megan is in her feelings. Girl, it's never gonna end. Nobody likes you. I believe your own parents probably didn't like you. They just had to tell you that they did, because they, brought you into this world, but nobody likes you. Nobody around you likes you. Nobody. Nobody. Go away, Megan. Like you said, that was years ago. Let it go. You let it go. Let it go. You don't gotta respond. Just go away. Let it go. Girl. Oh, you said I don't need to know her. Okay. Because I see it's a new lady with blonde hair. Is Alyssa the chick with the blonde hair? I think I see a chick with blonde hair on here. Is Alyssa the chick with the blonde hair? Child. Anyway, we're not checking for you, honey. We're not checking for you. Anyway, y'all let me know. Is that the chick with the oh, okay, that's the one with the blonde hair. She look like she kind of dense. Like she don't look like she's the sharpest, knife in the she don't look like she's the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm just saying. I'm just being real honest. So hold on, y'all. Let me pull up this next story. All right. So more stuff. This should be a real quick one. More stuff on Diddy. So apparently Hulu has dropped his the reality show about his family. Hulu has dropped the reality show. Hey, Symmetry Boo. Amid all of these sexual assault allegations. Let me read this real quick. A reality show following the family of Sean Diddy Combs that was in early stages of development has been scrapped at Hulu. The news comes following multiple lawsuits against Combs alleging sexual assault. The show, which was being developed with the working title Diddy Plus 7, was being produced by James Corden's production company Fullwell 73. The first suit against Combs was filed on November 16th by Cassandra Ventura, aka Cassie, Combs' former longtime partner, who alleged that we know all of that. I don't need to read all of that. And then it goes into all of the different allegations. Yeah, it just goes into all of we're up to speed on the allegations. So yeah, so it was in the works for him to get a reality show with him and his. I guess that's how many kids he got. 7. He got 7 kids. Mm, mm. So now his foolery done took money out his own pocket, but money out his own kids' pocket. That's a mess. Like I always wonder, y'all. Like, we always mention and talk about the person that does all of this wrongdoings and how it affect, them. But we never really talk about the fact that these people have a family. They have kids, maybe a spouse, a mom, dad, or other family and loved ones. I'm always like, if you're the child of someone like Diddy, or even like the child of R. Kelly, you have had people, just do all types of and say all types of unsightly things about you. Perhaps they definitely said about your dad or your relative, but people kind of ball the whole family in this, bunch and kind of speak when they they speak broadly about them, and it's as if they're speaking about the family. Like, how do you go outside, because people know that you're the son or daughter of this person? How do you go and every time you go outside you got to be giving answers or have people following you just because of your dad and his fuck shit and fuckery? Like, I really wonder what that must be like. Who are the other 2 kids? I only know of 5. King Combs, Justin Quincy, and the twin girls. Who am I? I can't keep up. Listen, mm-mm. Listen. I don't know how many kids that man got. I do not know. Janae said, "Bye, Diddy, bye, Jonathan Major." Listen, didn't they have closing arguments today? I think they had closing arguments because I saw something where they said Jonathan Majors and Megan Good was in the courtroom crying over the closing when they read when the defense did the closing arguments. Girl, what you crying for? Baby, all this crying people be doing. I'm just not a crier like that. Baby, I don't just be crying like that. I'm just saying. A daughter before the twins and the new baby. Thank you, Tracy, because thank you, Tracy. I don't know how many kids that man had, and I was not counting. Who's counting? I don't know. But I didn't say I've never cried, ma'am. What I said is I just don't be crying like that. I'm not a crier. I don't cry often. I didn't say I've never cried. Really be. God, you fall out the clouds, and that's what you want to fall out the clouds and say. Oh man. Child, y'all see her? In other news, as the world turns, Beyond Skank, according to um according to sources that monitor these things, they said Mama is real close to becoming a member of the Three Comma Club on her own, not just being married to Jay-Z, but having her own three commas in her own net worth. Now we know her husband is a member of the Three Comma Club. She is not yet. So right now, they said based on her tour, she is now worth 800 plus $1 million. They said she's a 30-time Grammy Award winner. I think she's one of the people that has one of the most, she's in the top tier of most Grammy Awards for um anybody, I think. I mean, it don't mean nothing now because they just give Grammy Awards out like they give out Halloween candy. Like anybody can get a Grammy Award now. I mean, it doesn't mean a whole lot. The Grammys don't really mean nothing no more. So Beyonce touting 32 Grammys means nothing because they fart out Grammys and give them out like, Halloween candy. Girl. They give out Grammy Awards like porn stars give out STDs. Girl, boom. Anyway, let me read this. According to Forbes, the 32-time Grammy Award winner grossed $300 million in 2023, an elevation from her $540 million net worth last year. So last year she was worth $540 million. She grossed $300 million this year, and that's how we get her at being worth 800 plus $1 million. She grabbed the number 48 spot on Forbes power list titled America's Richest Self-Made Women. Per the outlet, an estimated $100 million earned before taxes was what the singer raked in during her tour, which began in May for the European leg before wrapping in North America in September. Overall, the tour earned $579 million in revenue, the highest grossing tour of any Black artist. Forbes estimates that Beyonce's catalog is now worth $300 million, and the remainder of her net worth stems from personal assets shared with her husband, Jay-Z, and personal business holdings in her company, Parkwood Entertainment. In June, Beyonce and Jay-Z purchased a $200 million mansion in Malibu, which is reportedly the most expensive home in California history. Jesus. Harold, I'm Harold, we're not gonna have this argument. We're not gonna have this argument, Harold. We're really not about Beyonce and Grammys. We're not doing this, Harold. We're not doing this. That argument won't end well, Harold. It really won't. It really won't. Now I'm trying to do good and give Beyonce her flowers and praise her for being in the Three Comma Club. But what we're not gonna do, Harold, we're not gonna do the Grammy argument. You're never gonna win that argument, sweetheart. No, there's nothing that you're saying. You're not saying the right thing. Because if we put Beyonce in some of the amongst the Grammy Award winners some years ago, she would have zero. If I implanted Beyonce 25, 30 years ago, she wouldn't have any. She would have zero. If I plugged her in 30 years ago, she would have zero. Zero. You kidding me? I'm not doing this, Harold. Moving on. Hell out of here. Hey, Tracy. That's what I'm saying. Tracy, I ain't finna even have this argument. We used to have categories where every single person in the category, they would nominate like 4 or 5 women. All 4 or 5 were legendary, iconic, otherworldly singers, and each one of them in their own right is what are we talking? I'm not doing this with you, Harold. I'm not doing this with you. But Harold, that was the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is Beyonce can win 32 because ain't nobody out there doing a whole lot in R&B. Ain't nobody doing a whole lot. You ain't got no real singers like that. That's topping the charts in R&B and pop or whatever. As a matter of fact, record companies ain't even looking for real singers like that no more. They looking for people who just ying around the house. And if I want to, Harold, I started with this trying to be nice to Beyonce, and you done drug me back down to the abyss. Because now you gonna make me start talking about that woman, and I'm trying to be nice. I am over here trying to be nice to Beyonce. I said, let me do something nice for my members that are in the Beehive. For the people in my channel that's in the Beehive, I know y'all love the Beehive. Harold done got me over here about to drag Beyonce. I'm gonna stop you down here. I'm not doing this, girl. How am I playing with Beyonce? I started off with, did I not start off praising the woman? Like, really? Girl, thank you, really. I really was. Now, y'all know I can go there with Beyonce. I can drag her with Reckless Abandon. But what we're not going to do is mix words. I mean, she has 32 Grammys. Baby, she do got 32 Grammys if she's singing up against Rufus from down the street. Girl. I love you too, Harold. You my boy. I ain't mad with you, but I am mad that you over here. I'm over here trying to be nice to Beyonce. You over here taking me down the road, down the abyss. Well, now I got to drag this woman. I ain't said Beyonce skank not one time, and there you go. See, I tried to get through this whole thing without calling the woman Beyonce skank. Now, Harold, a baby, go down this road. Well, thank you, Harold. This is why you can't be nice. This is the problem with the Beehive. You cannot be nice to that woman. And you know what? Left to herself, Beyonce is not the problem. Beyonce is not the problem. Left to herself, Beyonce is not the problem. But them raggedy ass members of the Beehive, those are the bitches that need to, be euthanized or something. I don't know. Need pest control over here for the Beehive. Excuse me, girl. I'm over here trying to be nice to this woman. I'm like, okay, let me have a feel good story for Beyonce. My people gonna appreciate me talking good about Beyonce. And here go Harold. She earned her 32 Grammy. Now, if you want Harold, we could. Do you want me to slide? Do you want to? Do you want me to? We can slide down and talk about this Grammy thing. We could talk about Grammys. Let's do a 10-year span. Let's do from 1987 to 1997. You want to do that? You want to compare? You know what? Let's do, because if it was 1987, she would have been. Remember, this was during a time where all black artists were grouped in to the R&B because you weren't allowed to be in pop. Remember that? Remember back then, we weren't allowed to be in pop. All black artists were in the R&B category. Remember that? They didn't even have anything for rap. Let's be clear. It was no such animal. Not until the 90s. Do I need to go down? And y'all not, no. Y'all are worse than the Barbs. Y'all are not as bad as the Barbs. No, y'all are right there. Child. Them, you know what? Now, since we're here, R and B Grammy nominations in 1987. So we're gonna go down year by year. Since you want the heat and the smoke, let's look at the heat and the smoke. Let's see. This is what this is what you want. All right. Let's see. Where am I at? What am I looking for? I'm looking for R&B. All right. All right. Best R&B song. No, best R&B performance female. Okay. Here's who you had. Best R&B vocal performance female in 1987. Anita Baker, Rapture, Janet Jackson, Control, Shaka Khan, Destiny, Aretha Franklin, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Patti LaBelle, Winner in You. And the winner of the category was Anita Baker. Beyonce was not even going to be considered in with those people right there. Anita, Janet, Shaka, Aretha, Patti, she wouldn't even been in the same breath. She's not in the same breath as these people. Not even in the, that's 1987. She's not in the same breath. Not in the same breath. Even if I went to R&B, best R&B song, here are the categories. Anita Baker, Sweet Love, Living in America by Dan Hartman and Charlie Midnight, great song. What Have You Done for Me Lately by Janet Jackson, Give Me the Reason by Luther Vandross, Kiss by Prince. Beyonce would not even be in the same stratosphere as those songs. But since we want to go, you did this, Harold, not me. You did this since you want to go down this road because you want to talk. Oh, she earned her 32. Okay. Okay. Let's go down this road. Let's do 1988. Since we did 87, let's go to 88. Y'all blame Harold for this because we got time today. Lord. R&B female, 1988. Aretha Franklin, Natalie Cole, Whitney Houston, Nancy Wilson, Jody Watley. I don't see where we have room for her. Best R&B or best R&B song, Lean on Me by Bill Withers. I mean, just to see her by Casanova skeleton. I'm not doing this with you, Harold. Let's go to. Do we need to go to 89? Let's go to 1989. Y'all be trying it. Y'all members of the Beehive be trying it. Do you hear me? Trying it. All right. R&B female, 1989. Anita Baker, giving you the best that I got. Pebble's girlfriend, Taylor Dane, I'll always love you. Great song. Vanessa Williams, The Right Stuff. Karen White, The Way You Love Me. Wait, who's overhyped in that list? I'm trying to see who I've named that's overhyped. Please tell me who's overhyped, Harold. Please tell me who's overhyped. We're all waiting to hear this. Lord. So she wasn't gonna get in that in 1989. Let's go to 1990 since we here. Lord. Like Harold, you be trying it. Oh, Harold, you is trying it. But that's what, like I said, it's the delusions of you people that are in the Beehive. Y'all are freaking delusional. Put a name on it, Harold. Put a name on it. Okay, so what year was this? Anita Baker, her album was so good, she was nominated 2 straight years. Anita Baker is over. You know what, y'all? We don't need to have this conversation no more. That young man said out of his mouth, literally had the audacity to type that Anita Baker is overhyped. We're not gonna have this. Harold, you are officially no longer allowed to give any commentary on music, because if you say that Anita Baker is overhyped, I'm not doing this with you, Harold. Nope. You said it, but people for the longest time said the world was flat. Hell, there's still people today saying that the world is flat. We're not doing this with you, Harold, because Beyonce vocally is not in the same universe as Anita Baker. Vocally, that woman is not in the same universe as Anita Baker. You're disrespectful here. Now you just blatantly be we're gonna end this conversation now. Listen, we're not gonna do that. Like, right, really be. Why is he not timed out? Where are my hall monitors? Why is he not timed out? God. That is so. Beyonce is not in the same universe vocally as Anita Baker. Girl. At 70, Anita Baker sings better than Beyonce in her prime. At 70, Anita Baker sings better than Beyonce in her prime. Are you freaking? We're not doing this, Harold. Nope. We're no longer. Let me move on, because Harold has really lost his mind today. Lost all of his mind, y'all. The man said Anita Baker is overhyped. We're not doing this. Nope. 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 We're not doing this, Harold. Listen. I'm not doing this with you, Harold. We're not. Not going to do this. I think he's trolling us. Harold is trolling us at this point. He cannot be serious. Like, we love you too much, Harold, to believe that you're being serious right now. Like, we just love you too much, Harold, to really believe that you're being serious. We're just going to take it, Harold, as you are trolling us because you're a member of the Beehive. And that's what members of the Beehive do. They troll people. Because we really don't believe that you think that Beyonce belongs in the same universe as Anita Baker. In other news, as we shift from Harold, because we're not gonna do this with you, Harold. We just gonna set you to the side over here and say you went into your Lil Nas X troll bag. You became a troll like Lil Nas X. But that makes sense for all of you. You're a member of the Beehive. Y'all do and say stupid, irrational shit like that. Harold, you're not proving your case for you, Beyonce, or the Beehive. You're not helping. I'm just saying. Anyway, Darius Jackson is in the news. He wants y'all to know, listen, he believe in God. He done got baptized, and y'all need to leave him alone. That's Kiki's baby daddy. Let me read this. It seems Darius Dalton Jackson has grown tired of wanting to share his side. He revealed that much in an Instagram post where he also suggested he recently he recently repented and got baptized. In his words, saving himself just the first step. Listen, I think Harold was born in the 90s. Harold was born probably in the 90s. I believe Harold was born like 1990. I'm gonna say 90 or 92 for Harold. Harold, what year you was born? Because the things that you say out your mouth, you know those rabid beehive people are born somewhere between 1990 and 1995. Anybody in that age range born during those years, they'll actually cut their own mama about Beyonce. No, no, here. 92, what I said. See, told you. People in that age range, Beyonce is a god to them. They are in the religion of Beyonce. I'm just telling you. Like these are the same people that were selling their homes, selling kidneys to go to her concert. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense, Harold. Perfect sense. Anyway, here's what he said. Quote, there's a lot I can say, but not allowed to say. And at this point, don't even want to say. I will say, however, but wait a minute, you said you weren't going to say nothing, and then you followed that up with I will say, however. Girl, which is it? It ain't his fault, really. It ain't his fault. Poor little Ting Ting. He don't know no better. The fact that he thinks that Beyonce belongs in the same sentence as those women that I call girl. The fact that he said that Anita Baker is overhyped, that tells us all we need to know. You saying Anita Baker is overhyped tells us all we need to know. That tells us all we need to know. We need to know no more. That's because you're completely disrespectful to everything that is music. Hell, Beyonce would slap the shit out of you for saying Anita Baker is overhyped. Beyonce, you're queen. You're a deity. Would slap the shit out of you, Harold, for saying that Anita Baker is overhyped. I'm just saying. Anita Baker is overhyped. I've never heard. That is one thing I've never heard in my life. But we'll let you have it here. There's a first time for everything. Let me get back to reading what y'all's boy said. Anita Baker is overhyped. Girl, I done seen Anita Baker in the last 6 years. I probably seen her maybe about 4 or 5 times. Great every time. Even Montrez, who's another member of the Beehive, does not agree with you. And Montrez is a member of the Beehive, and he loves him some Beyonce. He can't even agree with you because you don't even sound right in the head, Harold. God, God. Symmetry, we got to get you to join the members only chat. If you join the members only chat, you can come and frolic with us, and it's a lot of fun. Symmetry in the members only chat, it is a lot of fun. Right, she's probably underrated, but never overhyped. You don't have to see it. You don't have to see it for her. That's just like I don't see it for Beyonce. I would never say that Beyonce is not talented. I would never say that about that woman. The woman is one of the greatest entertainers we've ever had. I will give that to Beyonce unequivocally. The woman can sing a little bit. I'm not shouldn't say a little bit, but she can carry a tune. She ain't the greatest singer, but she can sing. I'm never gonna take that from Beyonce. If you know good music, you can say, okay, I don't really care for this person and their music, but they are talented. They are. Anita Baker, girl. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, she's an awful actress. We'll never want Beyonce to act. We don't ever want her to do an interview and have to talk for an extended amount of time. We just don't. We just don't. Okay, Symmetry. Shout out to Symmetry. Symmetry, I have to warn you, these people are crazy in the members only chat. Send me a Symmetry. Send me a message. Um, Send me a message on Instagram so I can add you to the members only chat. Come on, Whitney Elizabeth Houston. We love Whitney. We loves Whitney. Gossip in the Garden. We loves her. But yes, shout out to Symmetry, who became a member. Symmetry, make sure you send me a message on Instagram so we can add you to the members only chat and you can see all of the insanity in the members only chat. They are quite funny over there. Let me read to you what Kiki Baby Daddy had to say. Let me get back on program. Okay, back to our programming. Well, come on over. Well, come on over to the Fun Really Be Do a crab live for us. So yeah, really be the people say you owe us a crab live. That's what she said. Here's what Kiki Baby Daddy said. This is what he said. There's a lot I can say, but not allowed to say. And at this point, don't even want to say. I will say, however, that God is and will always be your greatest ally. I have put my trust, patience, timing, and entire life onto Him so that I can continue to get through the days. Lord Jesus has been with me throughout and has strengthened me to the point where I am continuing to push forward and not looking back. He's surrounded me with friends and family that has always been there, as well as sending me love from many individuals who have reached out. And for that, I thank you. End of quote. Let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all what really happened. What really happened is Darius Jackson is like so many crackheads, basers, fucking miscreants, derelicts of society who they go to church, hear a good song and a good sermon, go up for the altar call, and now they just all of a sudden this, I love Jesus, 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 Jesus. I am a friend of God. I done got baptized, filled with the Holy Ghost, with a mighty burning fire, and then a month from now, they beating your head in again or stealing your TV for the next crack rock. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So we don't believe any parts of Darius Jackson. Back to Harold. We thought we knew you, Harold. We were rooting for you, Harold. We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you. Just saying. Everybody claiming they the quiet one, the nice one. You wait till you get in there, Symmetry, and you see these people and their foolery. Let's get to another one of our feature stories for today. So, Janelle James is in the news. Janelle James is on Abbott Elementary. She plays the principal, just so you know who she is. Now, this story is coming from the Jasmine brand. Let me read this to you. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Comedic actress Janelle James is catching a lot of heat online. The TV star was called out by social media users recently after a resurfaced video of her making jokes about her son's private parts made its rounds on the internet. I'm just saying, Harold, you don't just Harold. Harold, it's okay if you don't see it for Anita Baker. A lot of people don't see it for her, but saying that the woman is overhyped, that's two different things. That's that's where you went. Like you could be like, "Ooh, I can't stand Anita Baker. I can't stand Hate Retha. I'm never gonna say Hate Retha can't sing, but I can't stand Hate Retha. I hate a lot of Hate Retha songs that I'll be like, but I ain't never gonna say Hate Retha can't sing." Harold, I'm trying to help you, Harold. Bro, little brush. God, he's still over here trying to defame Anita Baker. Lord. Lord. Just hush. You need something to put in your mouth, Harold? Y'all hall monitors, go find something for Harold to go put in his mouth. Go find one of the football players. He'll have something in his mouth in a little bit. Go find one of the football, basketball players over there and have Harold go talk to them over there in the corner so he have something to put in his mouth. God. Lord. So apparently they don't found this video where she's talking about her son's genitalia. Do y'all want me to play the video? All right. Let me play the video. Well, I'm gonna play the audio of the video. All right. My youngest son, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know he had a dick. It's true. I didn't know he had a dick. I was sitting on the edge of my bed, and he ran by from the bathroom to I guess he got his house, and I was like, "What was that?" Like, it blew my mind. I said, "That's a dick. What? What? That's a dick to get a job." He used to have a pee-pee. Yeah, last time I saw it, it was a pee-pee. Change the diaper, you play rhythm guitar on the pee-pee. That's a clip. What are y'all thoughts? I got a lot of parents in here. Mm, mm, mm. I want to get y'all thoughts on this. Have you heard that? Like, mm. Now, I'm gonna say this to y'all. Y'all drug Blueface Mama for talking about and commenting on the size of her son's meat. Are we keeping the same energy? I'm just saying, can we not have children's genitalia as fodder for your stand-up comedy? I'm just saying, I, where I draw the line when it comes to comedy is children's genitalia. I'm just saying. Am I the only one? I think you should have just left that out. Um, I, let's be clear, because I'm trying to see how to unpack this the right way. There's a there's a there's a whole chasm in between how people look at little boys versus little girls. Because if this had been a male um comic talking about, oh, my daughter ran down the hallway without her towels and talked about her breast or something like that, people would be, you know, ready to nail them to the cross. Whereas with the boys, they're not seen as deserving of that same type of respect. Like, these are people's private areas, private parts, and things that should only intimately be known by them and or whoever their partner is. And for you, because she had the joke. First of all, both jokes were way out of order. You talking about the size of your, I guess he was a teen. I don't know how old the little boy was, because she first talked about the size of the son when I guess he's older. Then she talked about, playing with it when he was a little bit. it- no, because at some point somebody on the internet is going to say, "Let me look up Janelle James's sons and her kids." And now, whenever they see this boy, he has to be the person that has to be the brunt of all types of. Oh, your mama over here. See, it's just too much. It's too much. I, I, I I like Janelle James. I really do. I really do like Janelle James, but that wasn't it. Like, in your mind, when you put those jokes together, did nothing click and say, yeah, me talking about my child's genitalia just probably isn't the move? Like, nothing clicked. Am I the only one? Like, y'all real quiet over here in the chat. I don't know. Y'all is real quiet over here in the chat. I don't know. I can't be the only ones thinking that that was real cringe worthy. Like, I don't want my mama at any point talking about my junk at all. Like, oh, I don't know what's going to come out of this. Now, there's the other notion that people are saying, well, why people always go digging up stuff? Well, they say the internet is forever. I'm not saying the woman should be canceled for it because I'm not a part of that whole thing, but it is kind of disturbing, you know. Now, I don't know who's going up and looking up old Janelle James videos, but I guess. Well, Harold, we suspect that nobody's parents have seen their junk as an adult. We hope not. You know, I remember when I was growing up, just for that reason, we always, make sure you would tell them go in the bathroom, take a bath, and you take your clothes in with you. And they had ways to know if you took a bath or not. They knew because little boys are the dirtiest creatures on earth. They'll never want to bathe. They'll turn the bath water on and not even get in the bathtub. But your your parents knew if you took a bath or not. So I'm just saying. Or if you are real old school, when you got a beating in the bathtub, what's the first thing you did when? Hey, L Love, and thank you. Let me publicly thank you, L Love. L Love sent me a cash app yesterday. Thank you so much. Thank you for your cash app. Um, when you if you're old enough to be one of those people who got a beating in the bathtub or in the shower, what's the first thing you did? Grab the shower curtain to try and cover yourself. That's the first thing you do, right? I'm just, I don't know. It's very cringeworthy. I don't, I don't know if I don't even know if she should even discuss it or just ignore it. I don't even know how you even handle that because yeah, it's just real disturbing. Well, hey Castro done fell out the bushes. I wouldn't dare make those type of remarks about my child or teen young or need right. Just you don't not about your anybody in your family. That is so true. I set a timer for my son because he literally would jump. Child gossip in the garden. If you ever raised little boys, grew up in a house of boys, little boys don't like to bathe until about the eighth grade. And in the eighth grade, maybe if they're real mature, maybe late seventh grade, but usually around the eighth grade, that's when they first start wanting to take a bath because maybe they done found them a little girlfriend. Then they get out of control with it. They be carrying around a little axe spray, spraying a little axe spray, thinking it's gonna make them not smell and stink. No, you still stink. They have cologne in their bag in their book bag now. Be trying to smell good. You can't put cologne on top of that funk. Go bathe. Girl, hey Jay Parrish. Hey, child. But little boys don't like to bathe till about the eighth grade. That's when they first say, okay, I need to take a bath. They do not bathe at all. Girl. Y'all know I ain't lying. Anyway, but Janelle James, that's not good. That was cringeworthy. So Oprah is in the news. Oprah done basically said, listen, I know y'all done seen these pictures of me. I'm real small. Baby, just to be clear, yes, I am on medication to lose weight. Get over it. Hey, Nay Benji. Hi, how are you? The woman said, yes, she is on prescription drugs. She said the fact that there's a medically approved prescription for managing weight and staying healthier in my lifetime feels like relief, like redemption, like a gift, and not something to hide behind and once again be ridiculed for. I'm absolutely done with the shaming from other people and particularly myself. That's what she said. The woman said, "Yep, I'm on medication. You mad? Stay mad. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna let you know." Nah, I ain't say what medication it was because I don't think they prescribe Ozempic or Wegovy or all of that other stuff for obesity and stuff. They may do. I thought they subscribed it for diabetes, but baby, you can find a doctor that'll subscribe you anything for any amount of money. And when you Oprah and you're a member of the Three Comma Club, when you're Oprah and you're a member of the Three Comma Club, you got the money that can buy doctors that will do anything you want them to do. I'm just saying. They say it's expensive, Harold. They say it's expensive. Harold, we don't want you out here looking, sickly and stuff. Because some of these people on Ozempic, they just look like they one step into the grave and standing on a banana peel. One step out the grave, standing on a banana peel. That's how they look. And Harold, some people should have just stopped halfway in. I'm just saying. Oprah said it was not surgery. She said she's on the prescription drugs. Now, I don't know what it is. I'm just saying. Weight loss clinics are prescribing generic. Oh, they did prescribe. Now, is it expensive? Is it like a high copay? I don't know why I'm asking all these questions like I'm about to go and get it, but I'm just asking for the people in the chat. It might be somebody who watched the video and they might find out, that the copays are real expensive, or girl, just get you a good doctor. It don't cost that much for the copay if you got good insurance. Now you get the either 90/10 insurance or the 80/20 insurance. But even if you got the 90/10 insurance, it that still don't mean that you won't be charged a lot for your prescription drugs. Semaglutide, that's another one of them. Okay. Well, if you got Flex, you know how you could do the Flex spending account where you could just put money to the side every paycheck. You could probably use that for it too, I'm guessing, with your Flex spending. I heard once you take it, you have to keep taking it or the weight comes back really fast. Oh. Fran J says she looking good. She did look good. However, we don't know what's up under them dresses. She might be snatched for the girl. I don't know. Whenever I've seen her recently, she's been real clothed up. So I don't know what's underneath them dresses. Now the weight is off, but we don't know what it look like underneath. I'm just saying. The lowest dose here is about $40 a shot. Oh, I thought it was pills. So it's a shot. Okay. Got you. I did see her waist, Nate Benji. Now she was snatched in that purple dress. We saw her in a purple dress at the Color Purple premiere. Mama was snatched. Do you hear me? Snatched. That explains why everyone is looking so skinny nowadays. Okay, so you go in now. My question is, but you still okay, because I'm just asking a whole bunch of questions. So even though they say it's $40 a shot, you still have to pay for to go to the doctor and have them, see you and check you out and for the screening, I guess you would call it. Without insurance, they are over $1,000. Thank you, Texas Toy. You said they over $1,000. Jesus. Hey, Crispies, it's a weekly shot. Oh, okay. You can purchase the shots to administer yourself. Oh, but no, I'm talking about because I would imagine. Now, I might be thinking too deep in this. I'm imagining that you go there for your consultation or, your original doctor appointment. They prescribe it. They may give you a certain amount, to do yourself, but you still, every now and again, I'm imagining have to go for checkups at the doctor to make sure everything's going right, to make sure you still okay. Child, I don't know. I'm looking way too far into this. But Oprah said, listen, y'all ain't gonna make me feel bad. Yep, I sure am. I am on the good drugs, prescription drugs. that I'm using that I'm using to lose weight. I've been battling this weight thing my whole life. Now I finally got something that's good for me. Girl, I don't care. I do not care. Be mad. I got one more story and then we're gonna get up out of here. Let me see if Really B is already scheduled alive. Is Really B live scheduled? Is she still in the chat? Really B, you still in the chat? Let me see if she got a live schedule. Okay. I don't see a live schedule. Medical spas charge a lot. I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, um, so the last story I have is Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin, he been, unloading a whole lot on us, dumping on the general public about a lot of stuff. So recently he's talked about his son Carry On. Now I'm gonna go on record before I even read this saying I'm not okay with a lot of times where these celebrities and people want to unpack all of this stuff for the viewing public. I didn't even like when we watched when he had the little movie or whatever about his dad, and then he had the situation toward the end with Carry On. And I feel like you should have either kept it all the way out. I feel like really none of that with the Carry On should have been there because there's way too much there. There's way too much to unpack there, and there's a whole lot that needs to be unpacked with a license and therapist, a credential holder. But he's dumping um all of this stuff on us. So let me read this. And this is about Kirk Franklin. I hope this ain't too long, God. Oh, it's not too long. Okay. Um, Kirk Franklin was a homeless teenage father before he became a gospel music icon. The Love Theory Choir director talked about this story during a riveting interview with Shannon Sharp on December 13th. On the December 13th episode of Club Shay Shay. Sharp asks how Franklin's life changed after he got his girlfriend Sean Ewing pregnant at the age of 17. Franklin said that the entire experience was very embarrassing. Quote, I was very, very embarrassed because, again, I was raised in church. I was embarrassed for the shame that I brought on her life. I was ashamed because I was always reminded of my wrong. End quote. Franklin said that he couldn't hide the pregnancy because the church was a framework of the community. He said that anything that had happened would get back to the church. And since the church was the community, everybody knew what was happening. Franklin said that it was very difficult. It was a very difficult time for him because his adoptive mother, whom he called Aunt Gertie or Gertrude, kicked him out of her house. Quote, I had to sleep on some couches because Gertrude's old school. If you're not going to marry that girl, you got to get out of here because you grown now. You can't shack up. End quote. That's what she told him. Franklin said he had to stay at other people's places and even his car. He said that he had to stash his clothes in a trash bag at his church. Franklin worked in the choir, so he would wash up the church's bathroom. He would wash up in the church's bathroom and change before he had to play. Shout out to the handicap bathroom because the handicap bathroom always got its own separate um sink where you can, wash up. Franklin said that during this time he tried to make sure he was in his son's Carry On's life. Quote, he lived with me some. He lived with his mother. He lived with his grandparents sometimes because she lived with her parents for a minute. But there was never a time that I wasn't in his life. I was constantly in his life. I was there. I didn't have nothing, but I was there. End of quote. Franklin said he tried to be like the father he never had. The "My life is in your hands" singer said, I never want him to feel what I felt. Fans raved about how well Sharp interviewed Franklin about the pivotal moments in his life. They said that was his. I don't care about Shannon Sharp. Um, while Franklin said he was in Carry On's life when he was a child, the two had a falling out, which led to the singer's son releasing a video of the two arguing over the phone in 2021. Sharp asked Franklin if he wished he were a private citizen after his son leaked the video. Franklin answered sternly, "All day, every day." The songwriter said that the incident has impacted how he posts about his family on social media because people would comment cruel things about them. Listen, listen. I see your comment, Texas Toy. Texas Toy said he would rather go homeless before marrying her. Now that Texas Toy, you better speak a word over there. You better tell the truth to shame the devil. Mm, that's a lot. Now, I noticed you waxed over a lot of things because you talked about, oh, when he was a little boy and when I was homeless and I was always there. But there's a lot of years in between there, Kurt, that you're leaving out. A lot of trauma, a lot of things that happened that you're leaving out. Carry On ain't just become the fine ass piece of man over there who's all fucked up in the head just because, everything was good hunky dory. Because Carry On got some demons up here in the head, some real demons he's battling. And I think you may have some too that you battling, Kirk. And it's okay if you say, because see, even in the things that is there, and I watched the interview. It's okay to say, listen, I was a teenage father. I didn't get it right. I got a lot of stuff wrong, and there are a lot of things that I probably need to atone for, or that me and my son are going to have to work through because I didn't get it right. I did get it wrong. And there may be some long lasting trauma that he's had to endure, or some things that have adversely affected his life. I mean, you can't just put up this picture like, oh, it's all good, everything is all right. I was there, I was there, I was there. Sometimes the person there is the person that's causing the most trauma and the most grief, and you wish they weren't there. Sometimes, oh, I was always in his life, I was always there. But what if every time you came into the situation, he was faced with, oh my God, trauma and drama and things that he didn't want to deal with, or things that, he shouldn't have to deal with. So now that every time you was there, you were making things worse. It's a lot there. I think that Kirk probably, I mean, as much as you say I changed how I post about my family, you still are always dumping on us about your family. You still are always living um out loud telling us all about your family. And I just wish that you would just try to fix what's wrong off camera, offline. Like I tell my friends all the time, and my family knows this as well. If you got a problem with me, don't bring it online. Mm-mm. If I got a problem with you, I'm not bringing it online. I'm going to call you. I'm probably not going to even text you. I'm probably going to call you. If I text you, I'm going to text and say, you need to call me. So I think he does, but I agree with you, Harold. He does need to be vulnerable with Carry On, as he was in his documentary. But even in the documentary, if you notice, they cut a lot of parts of that out. I, they cut a lot of parts of that. And I think that's because Kirk, remember how devastated Kirk was when Carry On put that out there? Kirk is still trying to put up this persona like, oh, I'm this upstanding Christian man, and I'm God fearing, and I ain't did nothing wrong. When there's a lot of flaws and faults in how you have dealt with your son, you can't edit it out. And I think when Carry On said, "Well, screw this, I'm gonna let everybody hear it," it was a cry out for help. Like, no, you try to put on this picture like you got it all together, and you don't. You are a terror and a horrible person, and you need to admit that openly and as publicly as you admit everything else. As you try to portray yourself to be this great person, you need to openly and publicly admit, yeah, I fucked this up. Yeah, I got, and I just don't see him doing that. I just don't see him doing that. Yes, that's what I mean. We know you're not perfect, Kirk. Seeing how broken your relationship with right. Hmm. I don't know, y'all. It's mm. I'm about to get up off here. I gotta now listen, y'all. Y'all pay attention. I need all y'all to come back round here. At 8 o'clock, I got an interview this evening with Jamie from Real Life and Philanthropy. He's going to be over here. I'm going to do an interview with him at 8 o'clock. After that, at 9 o'clock, we're going to be on Ebby's channel to do our panel review of Chasing Atlanta. So y'all got a lot of me today. You got me now. 8 o'clock, I have an interview, and then at 9 o'clock, we'll be on Ebby's channel. We'll be doing a we'll be doing our panel review of Chasing Atlanta. That's something that a lot of Christians struggle with. Yeah, they do, especially if they're in leadership, if they're a public figure. Like pastors always want to paint themselves as being these perfect demigods. Also, others that are, public figures in their Christianity try to portray themselves that way. And that's just not the way it is. And but the other part to that is the parishioners, the people who follow them, don't want to allow them to have flaws. Think about how pastors are immediately castigated, are immediately, thrown to the side, disowned, disavowed, and everything if they admit to the slightest of indiscretions. When we all know that they are flawed, we all know that they do have shortcomings, but they're not allowed to show that. They're not allowed to be human because the people that follow them, the people that are looking to them, have this expectation of Jesus Christ like perfection. And that's just not it. And I think that that's unfortunate as well, that they don't have the space or the space or the ability because of where they are to demonstrate that they are flawed individuals. That's unfortunate. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. As I always say, I got a lot to do tonight. I'm gonna be on this thing a lot tonight. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I will see y'all at 8 o'clock tonight. Put some shandos in the chat as we are getting out of here. I'm really tired, y'all. I think I'm gonna go get me a Red Bull so I can make it through the night. Otherwise, I ain't gonna make it through the night. All right, y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Until 8 o'clock. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.